Happy Wednesday morning. I'm going to jump right in today with today's topic is what if both choices hurt? So similar to last week how I talked about the micro grief, this is going to refer to that and a personal story. Couple years, I go on an annual girls trip, and I have been best friends with these girls since I was about 16 and could drive. There's six of us. Some of them have been friends since age 10 or even birth. Like two of them literally, like their moms were pregnant together. So we're a really tight knit group and we have a great time on this girls trip. And a couple years ago, we, myself included, we scheduled this trip during, I should put my title in, during spring break. And my kids were so young that it didn't affect me at all. So I didn't have a problem with that until it came down to booking my flight to come home at the end of spring break. And if you can imagine, the prices were exorbitant. So when I say what if both choices hurt, here were my two choices. Pay an exorbitant amount of money, and I was really struggling to justify going away on this vacation by myself without my family, or missing my girls' trip. Those were my two choices. And I do want to say, when I say like I didn't want to spend that much money on myself without my family, it was not about me being less than. I've been talking a lot about that. You guys know that I do go less than. I've outed myself with that. I was in a very healthy place. It wasn't that I didn't deserve it or I wasn't worthy. It was just a lot of money. First world problems. I'm aware of that. And so what happens if both choices hurt? Like neither of those choices were good, were all good and had no pain to them. And I do want to put out there for people that sometimes no amount of healthy thinking, no amount of boundaries, no amount of therapy is going to give you the magic answer that will have no pain attached. And that's just part of it. That's why I say that's micro grief, is that you have to grieve that on the other side of it. In the end, well, in the middle of that, I decided not to go. And I emailed my girlfriend saying, I just can't do it this year. And I hit send and I started to cry. And I cried for, not an hour, but like 5 to 10 minutes. Like I was really, really upset about this. I will say there was a happy ending to the story. So the decisions were the same. Both choices hurt. I was sad, etc. God bless my girlfriends. They all chipped in to pay for part of for my share of the hotel room so that I could still join them, which was so sweet. So I do want to give a shout out to them for that. So even that it did have a happy ending, it doesn't change the fact that I was stuck between two choices that hurt. And I want to put that out there, that you're going to make a decision sometimes that you're not thrilled with because both choices aren't good. And then you have to grieve on the other end of that and get through that pain. So much of our life we try to avoid the pain and we just can't always do that. So I wanted to put that out there as well, as just almost like stating the obvious, but yeah, there's not always a magic pill. So just know that. And again, that's when I refer to micro grief from a couple of sessions, lives ago, of that you just have to deal with the pain on the other end. Sometimes it's unavoidable. Oftentimes it's unavoidable, by the way. So that was it for today. I wanted to come in here really quickly and just share that little story with, that message that sometimes you can't avoid the pain. I also want to say, I don't understand the Facebook algorithm. So my gut tells me that there are people that like this video will come up in your live, so you watch it and that's awesome, and please do that. I recommend people go to my profile and scroll down and watch all of them. Because like I said, I'm getting a lot of good feedback that people are really loving this, and I don't think they're all showing up in all the lives. So go to my profile to check out all of them and then comment on them, because as you comment, they show up more in the feed. So keep doing that. And as always, go to my website, yourdecisiondiva.com. Even though that's for the Clarity Queen, but go to yourdecisiondiva.com and get my free 7-page guide on decision making linked with self-esteem. It has my contact information on the last page of it, and contact me to do some personal independent work if you want to. Have a good day.